Okay, so we're diving into bodyweight and dumbbell exercises today from bodybuilding.com.
Sounds good.
It's from November 27th, 2005.
Okay.
Pretty old school.
Yeah.
But it's packed with exercises for pretty much every muscle group you can think of.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is you only need your own body weight or some dumbbells.
Right.
No fancy equipment required.
I like that.
So our mission is to really break this guide down, figure out what makes it tick, and hopefully uncover some hidden gems along the way.
Awesome.
We're not going to bore you with every single exercise, but we'll give you the big picture.
Okay.
Stuff that really matters.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire your next workout.
I think that's a great goal.
Right.
Because this guide really gets to the heart of something important.
Yeah.
You don't need a ton of equipment to get a good workout.
That's so true.
It's all about knowing what to do.
And that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
To unlock that knowledge.
Absolutely.
So the guide is organized by muscle group.
Makes sense.
You've got your chest, shoulders, traps, triceps, biceps, forearms, abs, lats, middle back, lower back, glutes, hamstrings, calves.
It's a whole shebang.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
I like it.
And the cool thing is, it usually gives you options for body weight only exercises or dumbbell exercise.
So you can choose.
So you can pick and choose depending on what you have available.
That's really convenient.
Right.
Especially if you're traveling or working out at home.
Totally. Or maybe you're just starting out and don't have a lot of equipment yet.
Exactly.
Now here's where things get really interesting.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
The guide provides what it calls exercise data.
Interesting.
For every single movement.
Okay.
It tells you the main muscle worked.
Okay.
Other muscles worked.
Gotcha.
Equipment needed.
Makes sense.
And whether it's a compound exercise or an isolation exercise.
That's super helpful.
Yeah. And it even gives you tips on proper form.
Oh, nice.
And variations.
Oh, wow. So it's really comprehensive.
It is.
That's awesome.
And this is so valuable because it helps you understand why you're doing a specific exercise and how to do it right.
So you're not just going through the motions.
Exactly. You're training smarter, not harder.
I like.
So you get the most out of your workouts.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
This is really empowering.
It is.
It gives you the knowledge to make good choices about your training.
Absolutely. It puts you in the driver's seat.
Exactly.
So let's jump into some specific muscle groups and see what this guide has to offer.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's start with the chest.
Okay. Good place to start.
You've got both body weight and dumbbell options here.
Classic.
For body weight. It highlights variations of dips.
Oh, yeah.
The chest version involves leaning forward.
Right, to really hit those pecs.
Exactly.
I've always liked dips.
Me too. They're tough but effective.
For sure.
And then, of course, you've got your push-ups.
The OG chest exercise.
Yep. And they talk about different hand positions.
Oh, yeah.
Close grip, wide grip.
To target different areas.
Right.
Makes sense.
And they even mention elevated feet for increased intensity.
Oh, yeah. That'll get you burning.
It will.
Makes it much harder.
Oh, and they also mention isometric chest squeezes.
What are those?
Basically, you just squeeze your palms together.
Really?
As hard as you can.
Like no movement?
Nope, just pure squeezing.
Interesting. I've never tried that one.
It's actually pretty effective.
Huh. I'll have to give it a shot.
Yeah, it's good for activating the chest muscles.
Without actually moving.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So now let's move on to dumbbells for the chest.
Okay.
You've got your presses.
Of course.
Flat incline, decline.
The classics.
And then you've got your flies. Again, flat incline.
And decline.
They even mention a twist on incline flies.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that is.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
For sure.
And then there are some more unique exercises.
Well, like what?
Like bent arm dumbbell pullovers and straight arm dumbbell pullovers.
So those work the chest?
They do.
But also other muscles?
Yeah, like the lats and triceps.
That's efficient.
It is hitting multiple birds with one stone.
I like it.
And then they also mention one arm dumbbell presses and flies.
Oh, yeah. Those are good for balance.
They are.
And they really make you focus.
Yeah, they force your core to work harder, too.
Definitely a lot going on with those.
So as you can see, the dumbbell options for chest are pretty extensive.
That's awesome.
There's something for everyone.
And it really shows you how much variety you can have.
Exactly.
Even with just dumbbells.
You can really target different parts of the muscle.
Absolutely.
And keep things interesting.
For sure. Nobody wants to get bored with their workouts.
All right, let's move on to shoulders.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, for shoulders, you have a mix of body weight and dumbbells.
Okay.
They start off with handstand push-ups.
Oh, wow. Those are tough.
They are definitely an advanced move.
Yeah, you need a lot of strength for those.
Can balance.
Definitely.
But then the dumbbell-only section is huge.
Really?
Yeah, they cover a ton of exercises.
Like what?
Well, you've got presses like the Arnold press.
Oh, yeah, the one where you rotate the dumbbells?
Exactly.
That's a good one.
It is.
It hits the shoulders from all angles.
And then there's the seated dumbbell press.
A classic.
Yeah.
Good for building strength.
And then they go into all sorts of raises.
Raises.
To target different parts of the deltoid muscle.
So like front raises, lateral raises, rear delt raises.
Exactly.
To hit every part of the shoulder.
And they give you tons of variations for each raise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like for front raises, they mention inclined front raises.
Okay.
And for lateral raises, you've got seated standing, lying one arm.
Yeah.
Inclined lateral raises.
They really cover all the bases.
They do.
That's impressive.
And for rear delt raises, there's bent over with head-on bench, lying seated.
So many options.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then they also have some compound movements like the Cuban press.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's a good one for hitting multiple shoulder muscles at once.
That's cool.
And they even emphasize external rotation exercises.
Oh, yeah, those are important.
For injury prevention.
Absolutely. I got to keep those rotator cuffs healthy.
Exactly.
Especially if you're doing a lot of pressing movements.
And then they have some more unusual exercises.
Like what?
Like the seesaw press.
The seesaw press?
Yeah, it's basically an alternating press.
Huh. I wonder how that works.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that one.
For sure.
And then there's this exercise called the standing dumbbell straight arm front delt raise above head.
That's a mouthful.
It is?
I can't even picture what that looks like.
Me neither. We'll have to check it out.
Definitely.
So yeah, the shoulder section is pretty packed.
That sounds like it.
Lots of great information there.
Yeah, it's amazing how many variations they've come up with just for shoulder exercises.
Just goes to show you can never really run out of ways to challenge yourself.
That's true.
All right, let's move on to triceps.
Sounds good. Those are important for all those pushing movements.
They are.
Gotta have strong triceps.
So for triceps, you've got body weight options, like bench dips.
Oh yeah, those are good.
And they differentiate between bench dips and triceps-focused dips.
Okay, what's the difference?
Well, with triceps-focused dips, you keep your body more upright.
Okay.
To really isolate the triceps.
Gotcha.
And then they also mention close grip push-ups.
Another classic.
Yeah, I like those. And then there's this really unique exercise.
Oh, what is it?
It's called the standing towel triceps extension.
Towel triceps extension.
Yeah, you use a towel for resistance.
Oh, wow.
And you need a partner to help you.
Interesting. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty creative.
Definitely.
And then the dumbbell section for triceps is super comprehensive.
Oh, okay.
You've got extensions in all sorts of positions. Like decline, lying, seated, standing, bent over, standing overhead.
Wow, they're really covering everything.
Yeah, and they even have one-arm pronated extensions.
Pronated meaning palms down.
Yep.
Okay.
And one-arm supinated extensions.
So palms up.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And then there's the Tate press.
Tate press.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique movement.
I'll have to look that one up.
And, of course, they include the triceps dumbbell kickback.
Another classic.
It is.
Good for isolating the triceps.
So as you can see, there are tons of ways to work your triceps.
Definitely.
With or without dumbbells.
It's amazing how many variations they've come up with.
I know. It's impressive, right?
Yeah. It's like they thought of everything.
All right, let's move on to biceps.
Okay, the mirror muscle.
Haha, exactly.
Everyone loves biceps.
So for bodyweight biceps exercises, they only list one.
Really? Just one?
Yep, chin-ups.
Oh, yeah, of course.
With an underhand grip.
Right, to really target the biceps.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
But the dumbbell section for biceps is massive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they go all out with curls.
Curls for the girls. But seriously, curls are great for biceps.
They are.
They're the bread and butter.
So you got your standard curls, alternate curls, hammer curls, and cross-body hammer curls.
Gotcha.
Incline curls.
Yeah.
Alternate incline curls.
Oh.
Inner incline curls.
So many variations. It's like they're trying to cover every possible angle.
And then there's concentration curls.
Those are good for focusing on the peak of the bicep.
Preacher curls.
Classic.
And hammer preacher curls.
Okay.
Lying supine curls.
Lying down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Seated curls.
Yeah.
Inner seated curls.
Okay.
Standing inner curls.
Wow.
And even one arm curls over an incline bench.
He really thought of everything.
They did.
It's amazing.
And then they have some more unique variations.
Like what?
Like the Zotman curl.
Zotman curl.
And the Zotman preacher curl. These involve rotating your wrist at the top of the curl.
So they work the forearms too.
Exactly.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's a nice little bonus.
Definitely.
So yeah, the bicep section is pretty intense.
It sounds like it.
But in a good way.
Uh-huh. For sure.
It shows you how much you can do with just dumbbells.
Absolutely.
And how much variety you can have.
Yeah, it's not just about mindlessly curling the weight up and down.
Right.
There's a lot of nuance to it.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm ready for the next muscle group.
All right, let's move on to abs.
Okay. The core.
Yeah.
Everyone wants those six-pack abs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a popular goal.
But abs are about more than just looks.
Totally. They're essential for stability and strength.
Absolutely.
So for abs, the guide mixes body weight and dumbbell exercises.
Okay.
The body weight section is extensive.
I bet.
Yeah, you've got all sorts of crunches.
Like what kind of crunches?
Standard crunches, hands overhead crunches, decline crunches, reverse crunches, oblique crunches.
Wow, they're really specific.
Yeah, and then you've got leg raises, flat bench leg raises, hanging leg raises.
Okay.
And then they go into more dynamic movements.
Yeah.
Like the air bike,
The class.
the alternate heel touchers,
Uh-huh.
butt ups,
Okay.
cross body crunch,
Gotcha.
jackknife sit up, janda sit up,
Interesting.
hanging knee raise to the side,
Okay.
hanging pike,
Wow.
Russian twist,
A tough one.
scissor kick,
Yeah, that one burns.
side bridge,
Okay.
side jackknife, sit up,
The original ab exercise.
stomach vacuum,
Oh, yeah, that one's great for the deep core muscles.
tuck crunch,
Mm-hmm.
and toe touchers.
Wow, that's a long list.
It is.
It's like they're trying to hit every single ab muscle.
They are.
From all different angles.
Exactly.
It's really impressive.
And they even have an exercise called the gorilla chin crunch.
Gorilla chin crunch.
Yeah, it combines a pull-up motion with an abdominal crunch.
Wow, that sounds intense.
It is.
It's like a 2-for-1.
For the dumbbell section.
Mm-hmm.
They only have one exercise.
Really?
Yep, dumbbell side bends.
Oh.
So yeah, the ab section is pretty crazy.
It sounds like it.
But it just goes to show you that your core is more than just one muscle group.
Right. It's a whole complex system.
Exactly.
And it needs to be trained from all angles.
Totally.
To be strong and stable.
Okay, moving on to lats.
All right, the wings.
Yeah.
Lats are important for that V shape.
They are.
And for overall back strength.
So for bodyweight lats exercises, they emphasize pull-ups.
Of course.
With a wide grip.
Right, to really hit the lats.
They also mention V-bar pull-ups.
Okay.
And wide grip rear pull-ups.
Those are tough.
They are.
And potentially dangerous if you don't have good form.
Exactly.
It's important to be careful with those.
And they also list the gorilla chin crunch under lats.
Oh, right, because it works back too.
Yep.
That's a versatile exercise.
It is.
I like that.
Now, the middle back section focuses solely on dumbbells. They have exercises like the bent over 2 dumbbell row.
Classic back exercise.
With both overhand and palms in grip.
Oh, okay, so you can target different muscles.
Exactly.
That's cool.
And then there's the middle back shrug.
Middle back shrug.
Yeah, where you really focus on squeezing the shoulder blades together.
Interesting.
And then they have the one-arm dumbbell row.
Another classic.
Yeah.
Good for building unilateral strength.
So as you can see,
Yeah.
even though the middle back section is short,
Uh-huh.
it's still packed with effective exercises.
Definitely.
All right, let's move on to lower back.
Okay, the foundation of the body.
For sure, a strong lower back is so important.
Absolutely.
For lower back, they include both body weight and dumbbell exercises.
Okay.
For body weight, they have hyperextensions.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
And they even mention how to do them without a hyperextension bunch.
Really?
Yeah, you can use a partner for resistance.
Interesting.
And then they have the Superman exercise.
Another good one. For strengthening the lower back.
For the dumbbell exercise, they have the stiff leg dumbbell deadlift.
Okay.
Which is great for building lower back strength.
And hamstring strength.
Exactly. It's a compound movement.
I like that.
Now for glutes.
All right. A booty.
Uh-huh.
Glutes are important for so many things.
They are.
Like running, jumping, and just overall lower body strength.
The guide focuses on body weight exercises for glutes.
Okay.
You've got the butt lift.
Also known as the bridge.
Yep.
That's a good one.
The glute kickback.
Mm-hmm.
And the leg lift.
So these are all about isolating the glutes.
They are.
It makes sense.
Yeah, they're simple but effective.
For sure.
Now for hamstrings.
Okay.
They primarily list dumbbell lunges.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is a compound movement.
Right. It works multiple muscles at once.
So it hits the hamstrings,
Well,
but also the quads and glutes.
That's efficient.
It is.
And it challenges your balance, too.
Exactly.
I like that.
And finally, we have calves.
Okay. The lower legs.
Yep.
Gotta have strong calves.
All the calf exercises in this guide use dumbbells.
Okay.
You've got the calf raise on a dumbbell.
So you're standing on the dumbbell?
Yeah, you stand on the handle.
Interesting.
It adds some instability.
Oh, wow.
Which makes it more challenging.
That's cool.
And then there's the dumbbell seated one-leg calf raise.
Seated one leg?
Yeah, you use a block for elevation.
Okay.
And then there's the standing dumbbell calf raise.
With or without a block.
Exactly.
So lots of options for calves, too.
Yep.
It's amazing how much you can do with just dumbbells.
I know. It's really impressive.
Yeah, this guide is really comprehensive.
So what does all this mean for you?
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
Well, you have this incredible library of exercises at your fingertips.
Right.
Using minimal equipment.
That's huge.
It is.
Especially for people who don't have access to a gym.
Or who prefer to work out at home.
Totally.
And the detailed exercise data empowers you to really understand what you're doing.
Yeah, it takes the guesswork out of it.
Exactly. You know exactly which muscles you're targeting.
And how to do the exercises correctly.
And all the variations they provide.
Yeah.
Like different grips or body positions.
Yeah.
Show you how to fine-tune your workout.
To really hit those specific muscles.
It's all about being intentional.
Right.
And knowing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And the fact that they include both compound and isolation exercises gives you the flexibility to build well-rounded routines.
So you can work multiple muscle groups at once.
Or really focus on specific areas.
Depending on your goals.
Exactly.
That's important, having that flexibility.
And the tips on proper form are crucial.
Oh, yeah.
They really emphasize controlled movements.
Right.
And avoiding momentum.
Which is key for preventing injuries.
And for maximizing muscle activation.
So you're actually working the muscles you're supposed to be working?
Exactly.
And not just using momentum to cheat the exercise.
And then there are exercises like the one-arm dumbbell bench press. Which highlight the importance of balance and engaging stabilizer muscles.
Yeah, those unilateral exercises are great for that.
They are.
They really challenge your core.
And the guide caters to different fitness levels.
That's important.
It is.
So it's accessible to everyone?
Yeah. The body weight options are great for beginners.
Right.
And then you can progress to the dumbbell exercises.
As you get stronger.
Exactly.
So there's always room to grow.
And even within the body weight exercises, there are variations that increase the challenge.
Like elevated feet push-ups. Yeah. Those are definitely harder.
So yeah, no matter where you are in your fitness journey, this guide has something to offer.
That's awesome.
It really is.
It's like a fitness Bible.
In a way. Yeah.
It's got everything you need.
So I hope this deep dive into body weight and dumbbell exercises has given you a good understanding of what this guide is all about.
Yeah.
And how it can help you.
It's been really informative.
It has.
I've learned a lot.
Me too.
It's amazing how much you can do with just these basic tools.
It is.
And even though this guide is pretty old,
the
principles are still relevant today.
Totally.
The human body hasn't changed that much.
That's true.
So these exercises will always be effective.
Exactly.
As long as you do them correctly.
And with intention.
Absolutely.
So consider this.
Okay, I'm listening.
The sheer number of variations they provide.
Yeah.
For even basic exercises.
Like push-ups and bicep curls.
Shows that you can always find new ways to challenge yourself.
That's inspiring.
It is.
It means you can always keep things fresh.
Exactly. You never have to get bored.
And you can keep making progress.
This guide is a testament to the power of simple movements.
Yeah.
Done consistently.
And with good form.
Right.
It's not about complexity.
It's about consistency.
Exactly.
So I guess the big question is, which of these exercises or muscle groups are you most curious to try?
That's a good question.
Maybe there's something you haven't tried before.
Yeah.
Or something you want to revisit.
Or maybe there's a variation that you haven't explored yet. That could really make a difference in your training.
So I encourage you to experiment.
Yeah.
See what works best for you.
And have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Fitness should be enjoyable.
And remember,
you
don't need a fancy gym.
Or
a ton of equipment.
Just your body and some dumbbells.
And the knowledge.
And the motivation.
To get started.
Exactly.
So what are you waiting for?
Let's do it.